Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I have a video that I've been wanting to share with you guys for a while now. It is the before and after of the garden. We have had this garden for about 6 years, this house and garden for about 6 years now. And ever since we bought the house, we wanted to change the garden and make it our own little beautiful space. Not only I love the garden and plants and all of that stuff, but Carlos does too. So slowly but surely we have turned a blank canvas into a beautiful colorful garden, and I hope this video inspires people to go outside and to start changing their garden, because in 3 years 4 years the little plants that you plant are going to grow and be beautiful massive plants. So, sometimes we see those little itty bitty plants in the garden centers or those little shrubs, and they seem like nothing, and we want to buy big plants from the get-go, which is good. It's good sometimes to treat yourself and get the big plants, but they will grow and they will be beautiful. I wish I had more clips of how the garden looked and what I actually have. I don't have a lot of clips from back then, but I hope you guys can see the big drastic difference. Well, let's go ahead and start with the video.
So this is what the house and garden looked like 6 years ago when we bought this house, and this is what it looks like now. So the difference is a big difference. You guys can see we took the little path that was in the middle. So the first thing we did was to change the siding, and that made a big difference, but we still had that really ugly path that was all broken up. So we took it out, and in the process we also killed all the grass. But at the end, it and Carlos did this path and it looked so beautiful. This is when we finished, and you guys can see all the roses and the boxwoods were super tiny, and we reseeded so the grass was coming up, and we had already made these flower beds as well. And look at the little tree. It was so tiny back then. Super tiny, and it has grown so much, and it's on a bigger pot as well. But slowly but surely, and this was in a span of 2 years, I believe, that we made the path and we made that all of those flower beds, and everything started growing so nicely. The grass grew super fast and everything looks so beautiful. And then we really got into gardening, and we started loving to garden all the time. So I decided to make more flower beds. So we did the round flower bed, and this was when we made it. The first year we just made the flower bed. We bought the plants, and then we added the edging. This year. It's looking so beautiful this year. This was the peak point where everything was looking beautiful. And like I said, we added the edging this year, so we didn't do this round flower bed, in a go. We also didn't finish this one right here, this long one with the roses in a go. We kind of did the edging, the brown brick edging this year as well. We finished it this year because we don't want to break the bank. But yeah, this path is so beautiful, and it just made the front yard look amazing. The old path was in a really awkward position, and it looked really weird the way that it divided the lawn, but I'm really happy of how this new path turned out. And I was doubting Carlos when he said that he could do it. I helped him mix the concrete bags, and it was really hard work. I was sore a couple of weeks after that, helping him. And I only mixed, I think, like 3 bags. He mixed everything else. We used around 11 or 10 bags of concrete, but yeah, it was really hard work. But that was the front yard. So this is the back. This is what it looked like before. There was absolutely nothing in the back. So the first thing we did was, of course, kill the grass. We killed everything, and it was a muddy mess. Christian had so much fun splashing in the muddy puddles all the time. He wanted to go outside with his rubber boots and just, play away and and splash everywhere. He loves the garden, but he loves the garden when he gets dirty. Carla is the opposite. She goes to the garden, but she likes to pick flowers and, to enjoy it, to smell the flowers, not get dirty. But Christian helped a lot when it came to doing dirty jobs in the garden. Like, we were doing compost and topsoil to help the grass come up a little bit better. And then we added compost and also topsoil to the flower beds as well. We didn't add too much, but we did, to help the soil, because we have really hard clay. And I know a lot of you guys always ask me why I don't add new soil or new topsoil or compost. We have added a lot already in the past. Like, this was a year or two ago, and we added so much. We added around, I think, 3 yards or 4 yards of topsoil and compost mixed to everywhere, like everywhere. And everything started to grow. The grass was growing and it looked beautiful. We planted a whole bunch of tulips and daffodils, and those came up really nicely. But you guys can see it was a muddy mess everywhere. And gypsum and adding compost and topsoil, it has helped a lot. All of those leaves you saw there, we left those under the mulch, so those have helped a lot as well to bring in organic matter, and they have decomposed. By now, I'm assuming they have decomposed. But yeah, this was the springtime 2020. It looked absolutely beautiful. This is when we really started gardening a lot. After we saw the tulips, we absolutely loved everything, and you guys can see it's a little bit different. But yeah, those bulbs were amazing. This year I already have around 1,000 bulbs to plant, and after many trips to Lowe's, we created this really thick flower bed here at the end of the backyard. We made a little path as well, and this is what it was looking like. It was envision. I had a lot of envision for this area, and you guys can see that it's slowly coming through. There's a lot of plants that I planted that did not do well, like the dianthus. I don't like the dianthus. And then I also planted a cherry tree, but a whipping cherry tree. But that one didn't do well and died because this area was getting flooded. But after adding a lot of gypsum, it has improved quite a bit. It hasn't flooded, I don't think, this year at all, and we have had a lot of rain and it has not flood. And I do believe it's been the gypsum. It has helped the clay soak up the rainwater much better, and all of the compost and topsoil we've used, it has helped a lot. Here's my little Princess Carla. And then we decided to tackle another big project, which was the shed. And this is all him. He kind of this, let's say he designed it, because we didn't follow any plans, we didn't buy anything pre-made. He went and bought all the wood, the siding, and the shingles, everything. So he basically designed it. Yeah, he did such an amazing job on it. It looks so beautiful, and it holds up everything we needed it to hold up. And this flower bed was made with the path that we took from the front yard, actually. So it's basically a recycle raised bed, and it turned out super cute. And then we decided to make a circle flower bed, and that one also turned out really cute. And this is all the annuals I bought this year. You guys already saw me planting them, but yeah, it was a lot of annuals. I'm probably going to downsize a little bit next year, 2022, and focus on perennials. But yeah, it was a lot of annuals, and I had so much fun planting all of them. And you guys can go see all the videos. But yeah, look at Christian, he's watering. Well, this is what it looks like right now. This is all the progress we have made so far. You guys can see all the annuals. We already planted them. The grass hasn't done too well. It's dying off for some reason, but it's okay, because we are planning into doing a few more changes, probably a lot of changes, and some of those changes require taking off some of the grass. So it's fine. Well, I hope you guys like the progress of my garden, and I hope you guys get inspired and start gardening a little bit more to start changing your own area up. But I hope you guys like the video, and see you till next time. Bye bye.